I want to bring in my panel now for more on these developments. Adam Goodman and Evan Siegfried. Adam, I got to start with you. You know, we saw during the presidential campaign where candidate Trump made swift decisions when he thought things weren't going wrong. He didn't let them linger, which is one of the things I think the American public gravitated to him, because this is a businessman who understands, unlike politicians, you've got to make command decisions. This might be one of those command decisions if he does get rid of Flynn.
I think this is maybe an early test of the ability to command and lead, to step up and to say things that aren't always comfortable. You know, we talk about Michael Flynn. This is a counselor to the president who's in search of a crisis to get over a crisis that he's already manufactured himself. And understand what a national security advisor does. This person has proximity to the president unlike anybody else in that part of you might say, the world of security, the Department of Defense, Department of State. He has the kind of access where we have to have the confidence that he can bring it. And after all the selections, Charles, of people like Tillerson and Mattis and General Kelly, I mean, an all-star team to lead us in terms of our national security,
right.
This has to be troubling to the president. I think that's what you're seeing today.
Evan, also in that Spicer patent pen, when he talked about Flynn, he said he has not submitted his resignation as of yet. That also seems very ominous.
Well, what's really ominous is at 4:07 p.m., Kellyanne Conway was doing an interview where she established that the president had full faith in General Flynn. Then at 5:07 p.m., Kellyanne Conway changed. We're evaluating the situation. Michael Flynn is proving the age-old adage of it's not the cover-up, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up. And in this sort of cover-up, it was actually that he lied to the Vice President of the United States, who then went on TV.
Was it a lie or was it an oversight?
I think this one was a huge lie. You would remember if you're doing more than having a happy holidays conversation.
The apology to Vice President Pence on Friday, not enough, you don't think?
I don't think it's enough because it's also, as Adam established, it's a problem of trust where Secretary of State Tillerson, Secretary of Defense Mattis, John Kelly,
right.
and anybody else in this situation.
But, you know, it's interesting, too. John Roberts brought up Reince Priebus, Adam. A lot of speculation over his job in this meeting with Chris Christie going down to the White House tomorrow. I mean, listen, I know that you don't want to get too far over your skis with this kind of speculation, but there's a lot of things that have been emanating out of this camp, particularly with Reince. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this. It is not an easy job to be chief of staff to any president. I would think that being chief of staff to Donald Trump probably has extraordinarily more pressing and more difficult things to have to deal with. But I think there's a lot of confidence that the president has had in Reince Priebus. I think the meeting you just alluded to with Chris Christie, that's an interesting one because this is a governor who used to be one of the most popular leaders in America for telling it like it is, being gritty, somewhat powerful in his ability to grasp reality. And what he did looked very Trump-like. And so now, today, he's one of the least popular governors looking for a comeback. I think we're going to see a lot of news coming out of the White House in the days ahead,
right,
where a lot of people who serve the president, Charles, are supposedly being, questioned about maybe a momentary lapse in judgment or a decision. But I think the president's going to stand firm behind Reince, right, and he's going to stand firm behind people that he's brought into this administration to get the job done.
All right, gentlemen, thank you both very much.